Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Good morning to you all. Cheers to Wednesday. Okay. I have the Tarot of Desires in this bag here. Okay, let's pay attention to this red string. Red thread. Cord. A string quartet is coming up. Okay. The wind's just picked up. We have the Hermit. He's trying to hide behind this wand here. But you can feel like a change in the air, in the wind. We've got some bats in the background here. We're two bats. Batman and Robin. A dynamic duo. The Hermit. So the Hermit has been hiding, but learning, understanding and comprehending. But there's this lightning bolt. Takes me to that cord that it said to pay attention to. But this one's white. And it's going to like a pocket watch. Yeah. A big pocket watch. It's been growing in his pocket. I mean, that does look like a big penis. Just paying attention to the head here. Okay. Wanting to poke his head out and say, hello, hello. It's like the 9th minute or the 9th hour. Is there a saying, like coming in on the 9th hour, like in the nick of time? Well, the Knight of Pentacles, again, he hides, but it looks like he's gone through some kind of transformation. This is a long process for the Knight of Pentacles. Learning, comprehending, understanding, and then there's this acceptance, because it looks like there's nothing left but this pentacle that he's holding, which is his legacy. But that's about saying goodbye to what you once held on to in the material realm. But you have to say goodbye to it so that you can keep a hold of your legacy. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. And you won't be going far. Because the Knight of Pentacles doesn't really get to travel too far. He's too busy taking care of his own land. You see the land, the fields in the background. He has planted good seeds, but the energy of it's time to move on. There's a light here that's coming through the clouds. It's the calling, just like with the lantern here. Oh, an acorn. I'm taken to an acorn on top of the lantern. Now I'm taken to an icon. So what grows from a tiny acorn? And these are the seeds that he's planted. time to move on. This does have something to do with what's going on in these pants. It's like there's an eruption and you know what's interesting is I'm going out of town today and it's Emily's birthday, so we're off to the theatre tonight and we're going to see the Book of Mormon. And yesterday I felt tempted to send you the little teaser clip that she sent me. I will do that. I'll put in the little clip that she sent me because I'm not sure what to expect. But the Book of Mormon is just coming through, but hello. The clip that she sent me is hello. I think it's called Hello. I'll let you know how it goes. The Hierophant. Authorized, I was going to say authority from the Most Divine, but this is authorized from the Most Divine. It's about something about giving head. The arrow is pointing to her head. Okay. What was once classed forbidden is permitted. It's no longer classed as a forbidden. Something's coming through about once you stop, you can't pop. You can't pop. Once you pop, you can't stop. Once you stop, you can't pop. Okay. Pop-Tarts has come to mind. And then we have, this is a feminine energy here. She's on her own. She has the legacy here. Now, with her hair being short, it takes me to the blending of the feminine and masculine energy. So, she has a towel around her, so it's suggesting that the feminine hasn't thrown in the towel. She's sitting on the seashore. Okay, so the seashore, what she's seen, she's sure about. So she's sure about her legacy. The Page of Pentacles. So really, this is the card before the Knight of Pentacles. And I would say that the Page of Pentacles guidance would be to the Knight of Pentacles, don't wait too long. It's the energy of, let's just backtrack. Rethink. Reconsider. This is all to do with the legacy. The Pentacles. Your life. It's crashing in the background. I was awoken this morning by crashing. I thought it was in our kitchen. I didn't get up to check. I came to the conclusion that it was the neighbours' commotion. I've got the grooves, baby. You've got the notion. If we get together, we'll be causing a commotion. You met your match when you met me. I know that you won't disagree, it's crazy. But opposites attract, you'll see. I think the words are, but you will disagree with me, it's crazy. I don't feel there is any disagreement here. This is a highly ordained, I'm not sure what these words mean, but they're coming through. Normally I Google them after and I go, that was a good choice of word. Well done, Divine. A highly ordained legacy that's to be fulfilled. Let's go to the Oracle of the Fairies. Now the cards are split. You can hear that there's, you know, some revving going on in the background. As I've picked up the deck, it's fanned out the cards, and we have the heartache, heartbreak. This heart is in pain. What's the solution? Okay, now I nearly forgot about this, but I was reminded, thank you. 3 things came through yesterday regarding the masculine's insecurities. 1122 was on the counter then. The first one is about romance. What's romance? Yeah, there's a there's a bit of a block with knowing how to be romantic. Yeah. The second block was the accuracy of the channelings that are coming through the Divine Feminine. Let's let the train go past first. That being very scary. Her findings. So her connection with the divine is about the foresight. Now think about foreskin. Seriously? Okay. There's a, yeah. Somebody needs to be relieved. It needs to find release. And then the third thing is, well, what's the solution then? You need to dig deep and come up with a solution. Instead of focusing on the problem, what's the solution? I'm being told, because I'm looking at the true love part here, regarding the romance part, it's about when you're authentically you. Love knows what to do. You don't have to think about being romantic. What's romantic for one? May not be romantic for another. Classed as romantic. Just be you. Just be you, and your heart will show you what to do. Feminine compassion, 1111. The feminine will help to guide you through. We have the secret agent. Well, I felt that energy of the hiding. And Little Miss Needy. Yeah, the Divine Feminine does need love. Mr. Loverman. She does have needs herself. Okay. So Little Miss Needy, it's actually the masculine's needs that are coming through strongly. He's coming to the conclusion that if he's feeling this way, like close to popping, and once he pops, he won't be able to stop. Is that she's feeling the same? I was listening to the birdies having a little chat. Yeah. Mr. Know-It-All. That thread that connects divine counterparts, the red thread. feel like there's electricity flowing through that. It's generated by the masculine. It's generated by the connection. Hers has always been a constant. She's always been sure about what she sees. But this is now, it's like the time, this has grown larger. This connection, larger than life. And it's like it's been electrified. It's the word that's coming through. Yeah, Mr. Dependable. I can see these words here. I'm not sure what card it is. I can see the word strength, heart, but I'm not recognising. Oh, okay. A strength, heart and challenge spread. I don't remember writing this. I don't know where this has come from. Card number 1 represents the strengths you have at this time in your life. Card number 2 represents the blessings you carry in your heart. Card number 3 represents the challenge, the part of your life or guidance you must focus on in order to achieve your goal or the peace you are asking for. I think I might have answered all those. Represents the strengths you have at this time in your life. Okay, well, the strength you have at this time in your life is your legacy. It's what you're left holding. Card number 2 represents the blessings you carry in your heart. A blessing of love, passion, romance, love, sex, romance. The blessings represents the blessings you carry in your heart, the guidance that the page gave to the knight. Oh, it's about the attention, intention that the page gave to the knight. That's like a knight of destiny. And card number 3 represents the challenge, the part of your life or guidance you must focus on in order to achieve your goal or the peace you are asking for. I spoke about the 3 areas that seem to be challenges. Romance. Love's not an issue. The sex isn't an issue, it's that romance part. And then the acceptance of the Divine Feminine's connection to the Divine. Which she will teach you, guide you on how to tap into it. Which is easier once the masculine is tapped into the feminine. I have the Fairies Oracle before we go over to Rumi. Let's see what the Fairies want to say. Hope. I don't think I've ever had this card either. I feel like new cards have been popped into my decks. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. She never gave up hope. represents the blessings you carry in your heart. The Fairy of Hope flies in to remind you to believe in hope, for it's the key to the door that can lead you away from your current predicament. No matter how hopeless things may seem, if you look deep inside your heart, your spiritual heart wisdom will reveal a glimmer of hope, and this can lead you to a brighter future. This fairy tells us always to stay full of hope, because positive thoughts and beliefs can literally change your future. On this card, we can see a rainbow, a symbol of hope, and the dove of peace flying towards the fairy shows us that hope and peace often come together and that anything is possible. I saw a dove yesterday. It was amongst the pigeons. Not a cat amongst the pigeons, it was a dove amongst the pigeons. Sometimes we just need an extra boost. So the fairies fly in on the wings of the dove to let us know that they're with you while you're experiencing difficulties. Remain hopeful while those around you are full of doubt and negativity can be extra challenging. So it says remaining hopeful while those around you are full of doubt and negativity can be extra challenging. But remember that hope comes from deep within our hearts and is an excellent habit to cultivate. Heart wisdom and hope will see you through whatever is going on for you and those around you right now. So have courage and trust. The Fairy of Hope walks hand in hand with peace and miracles. Hear the sirens in the background. Hope. Hey Luna. Oh, look at this, you can see. I'm just getting the rumour cards. I'm just getting the rumour cards. The resurrection, you can see that's a masculine's resurrection. It just feels very majestic, masculine, and underneath that is the feminine. There she is on a blanket of feathers, comforting herself. And smashed through that stained glass window, that portal there. Let's go to the roomy cards. Just want to say let's go to the rumour. Let's go to the rumour. What's the rumour? Rumour has it okay, let's go to Rumi. Oh, I can see two ladybirds, or ladybirds, sitting on two different leaves. One's higher up than the other. No, they're not strawberry plants, they're raspberries. On the raspberry bush. I want to say bless them. Let me just bless these beautiful ladybirds. Oh. So it takes me into the energy of the Divine Feminine, being blessed. God blesses you. the card is Divine Discontent. That's the energy. But this is the energy that they're both feeling. Discontented. Something is missing. It's the Hangman energy, and the wind is literally moving the card. It's like sliding. It's going to slide in. Oh, come now. It's very early in the morning. Well, it's 8:30 nearly. Okay. Right. I've got to go and start breakfast. I'm on birthday breakfast duty. Full English breakfast before we go away for the evening. It's just nice sometimes to get out of town. So winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Well, we're just entering into summer now. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. I think we can call the reading that, a deep desire to be free. I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours, there is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing. For the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered, as an unnameable, underlying sense of anxiety that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet, as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover. It's just the background sound. The creaking of the door. Okay. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a holy fever, a sacred rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Now, throughout the week, what day are we on? Wednesday. Well, okay. For the past week, I felt like the urge to like pound my fist down on the table. Not whilst I've been doing the readings, but as like preparing for the readings. It's like I just want that. It's like we're not going to do that, but that's most definitely the energy that's coming through. A frustration. It's like enough now, just pounding of the fists, removing of the obstacles, clearing of the way, clearing the doubt, the shame, the guilt, the insecurities. Okay. I'm going to repeat that one. Yeah, okay. Because this is what the energy is. It's developing into a holy fever, a sacred rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakening heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I am here still waiting. I can stand this no longer. As devotion grows, and passion for the divine intensifies, so too does this yearning, so much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine. Or perhaps you are not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to smaller gods, such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. These smaller gods are not necessarily an issue, yet you have drawn this oracle, so it is guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer. Sometimes that means we will have the meagre meal vesseled out of from our hand, so we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is the divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, well then, something will be done by heaven. So make your relationships sacrosanct. Seek the divine in all things. When you cannot, when the power of lesser gods has you in its grip, acknowledge it. Bear witness to it. Do not chastise. Instead, be truthful. Let your heart break. Let your heart break and lie prostrate on the floor, hands clutching and head bowed as though only your sadness and plight could stir the heart of the divine beloved into descent of succour and grace, saving you from a life far too bland for your exquisite Epicurean palate. Just don't misinterpret the pain and think that something really is wrong. If you are surrounded by status and money and cannot understand why you should mourn, it is even more important that you allow yourself to do so. Mourning is to be felt. Understanding is not so relevant. But if you must seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel, you are just waking from the deepest slumber. And with your awakening heart, you're realizing a truth. A part of you, deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind, is lonely for the divine embrace. This is right, this is sensible, this is sanity. It is the pain, the real noble pain of the heart that says, there is something more than this inadequacy, this settling for plastic instead of precious gemstones, that must end now. I cannot be fed by pixelated sunsets in animation upon my computer screen. I yearn to be blasted by so much radiance and beauty, by the real thing, that I become stupefied. I must witness so much divine splendor that all I can utter is some incoherent grunt, my mind dissembled and my heart ignited by the presence of my beloved. I want to become a fumbling, ecstatic wreck in the presence of my beloved. I want to allow this pain, this yearning, this divine discontent to guide me to my holy lover, so my life may never be the same again. And so it shall be. The discontent divine grown within you is the beginning, not the destiny. Its purpose is to lead you into your greatest connection, yet with divinity. Do not resist it, witness it. Do not dismiss it, trying to cover up its smell with rose petals. Let your rank discontent be the pathway to divinity. Look beyond what is, what has been prized and treasured, and is now found to be plated, and not the precious gold it was once esteemed to be. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick, Batman and Robin. Okay. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on this great holy adventure. I am here, you see, just around the corner. I have you in my sights, though you may not see me yet. I am holding a loaf of fresh bread. That will go nice with the breakfast. Thank you. I do need to go to the shop to get some bread. I'm holding a loaf of fresh bread, hot from the kitchen of the Creator, hoping to entice you with its wafting scent, tempting you to follow me on towards something of far more substance. If you are still stuck on pine-scented air freshener, imagining it is anything akin to the wild scent of the pine forest for real, then how can I tempt you? Let the stench be the stench, then the fragrance of God can be discerned, and together we can leave what is less behind, once and for all, grabbing like hungry schoolchildren for the divine bread with sweet, fresh scent filling the air. That was a beautiful message, guys. I want to say, like, after listening to that message of divine discontent, it's like if you was to re-listen to the reading, it was all there from the start. Have a lovely day. I will share the clip from the Book of Mormon, which Emily shared with me as a little teaser. Okay, I know you guys there will be in you will be there in spirit with me. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.